Welcome back. So in today's episode, we're just going to continue with our design. So we're working on the front store or the front end of the store. And last time we did a lot of work. We at least went ahead and worked on the nav bar. We also ended working on this hero section where we customized this slider and it is looking great. We also worked on this pop-up. We also went ahead and worked on the login page. Okay, we also worked on the login page here. So in today's video, so you can see we have a nice simple login page which I really like. Okay, I think this login page really looks nice. So we have this login page. We did not work, I think we also worked on the register page. Yeah, so we have also the register page. Okay, which is nice. Okay, so let me just go back to the home. So today, first of all, I want to work and make it 3 columns. Okay, I just want to make it 3 columns the way this one is. Okay, just want to make it 3 columns so that we can have it will look nice when there are 3 columns. Okay, so I'm just going to go back here. This is the original. We make it 3 columns. So let me just go back to the home page. If I go to the hero section, and we see how we're doing it here. We had the categories, so we're just using this grid. I think we can just instead we're using Flex. I feel like we should use grid. I'm just going to convert it into grid. Okay, and then one more thing I also do is go this side. Let's go to the layout for a second. So in the layout, I'm just going to make this one either 6. Let me just make it 6. Even in the nav bar, let me just check the nav bar. We make this one the max 6. Okay, if you look at like the Jumia, it has a really big it leaves out a big space, which also makes the website look nice, more especially if we're just going to give it a background. We have to give it some sort of a background. Okay, we have to give it a sort of a nice background. Okay, yeah, so this is how it looks like. Yeah, you can see it starts getting nice. So just going to go with that. So the next, I'm just going to work on the hero. Let's just first of all change this to grid. Now we can just say grid we can just say grid columns, and we say 12. Okay, and then we can divide it here into 3 parts. We can say this first one to occupy call, I don't know if it is supposed to be grid, call span. Let me check. If you just select 3, let me see. Here I just want to not to grid. I just want to give something to do with call span. Okay, so you just here we say call span. So the first one to take 3. the second one to take here 6, and then let's see, the other one also take 3. Okay, so here we are going to have another one that is going to take 3. Cool. Just first put h2 here. Okay, let me just see how this one looks like on the UI. Okay, yeah, so you can see here. Okay, okay, you can see here how it looks like. I feel like the center one. Okay, let me just say this one 7, and this one needs to be 2. Okay, yeah, this is much better. This is much better. Let me first give this one a BG, and I say BG green 600. Okay, so that's how so far how it looks like. Okay, that's how so far it looks like. I'm very okay with that. Okay, very much okay with how it looks right now. So just put some things on the right. Okay, I think ours, this one is more big, but I think that one should work. Okay, so I'm just going to also get here whereby we have an icon, and then we have this. We can also put those three links. So I'm just going to come here, and I'm just going to say flex, and then inside here the inside the flex. So the flex is this icon and this. So inside the icon, I'm just going to, inside the flex, I'm just going to put the 2 things. I'll put the icon, which I'm just going to say help circle from Lucid. My suggestions, I'm not seeing them. Okay, I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be. Okay, I'll just check in a second, and then I'm just going also to add another flex, which is having this text, the help center. So this one, we need just to put them in the we just have h2, which says help center. Okay, and then guide to customer care. There is a p tag here which says guide to customer care, and this one is the whole of this supposed to be a link. Okay, I think we already have a link on this page from Next link. I will just look up this icon from Rosid. I just look up this icon from Rosid. For the help, so it is help circle. The way this one is help. I don't know why they're not doing suggestions. Okay, just now they have brought it. Okay, so now I'm just going to say here items center, and I guess it is space x maybe 3. Let's look at that. Just add here href okay. Okay, so this is so far how it is. First of all, just go ahead here and add flex core and maybe a gap of 2, and then to this icon we're just going to give it a class name of shrink 0 to make sure that it is not squeezed. Okay, as you can see here, it was squeezed. Okay, so right now that's much better. This one we're just going to give it a class name of text. They just make it something like 0.5 rem. And this one just going to give you a class name of, I think is uppercase. Uh, 0.5 looks like to be really small. And let's also remove this. This gap looks like to be much. And this one, let's make it maybe 0.7. Okay, yeah, that's much better. And to this, we're just going to give it bg white and a padding of 4. So right now we are in the dark mode, so let's just give it say in the dark bg slate maybe 800. Okay, now we still have a problem of that space. So optionally, let me see. In the layout, let's take back to 7 and we see. So if we make this let's make this 6 and then this back 3. Okay, and maybe so here we on the layout we can add px or maybe 24. Yeah, just try 16. Okay, it looks much better. Now that I feel like this slide of ours is more or less small. Let's do let's keep it the way we had done it. Let's just say here let me see. So if I make this one 2, 2, so this one becomes 8. Let's see that. Okay, let's go ahead and make this one 3. Okay, so and then automatically this one has to be 7. Okay, I think I just go with this. Let's go with this. The only thing I'm just going to do is, first of all, this one I'm just going to give it a width. Then this, I'm just going to give it XSM. Okay, I'm just going to make it rounded the same way we made these other ones rounded. Rounded LG. This one is also having rounded. Just going to go to this rounded LG. Okay, so we have this something like that. Let me just look at this, maybe padding. What is the padding? just make it padding 3. And the icon, let me make just the icon, let me make it 4 here. Just make the icon to be 4. Okay, and just stick it to 5. Let's give it some color. Just give it text line. And also, if that one is okay, and then this, we could just give this one the space in between. Okay, so we have this right now. So we have the 3 links now. I'm just going to copy this 3 times. 2, 3. So the second one is easy return. The second one here is easy return. And here put just quick return. Okay, then the last one is sale on Limi. So here, sale on Limi, and then here just going to say we have 1 million visitors, so million of visitors. Okay. Okay, so this one should take to the register as a farmer. So this one should just take to register farmer. As simple as that. So let's add the icons, the one of return. So this one is supposed to be, I think, refresh. This one. Okay, refresh CW. Well, we could just use this. We have many icons for this. We have for the sync, this. We have let's just add this one for the sync. Just add here for the sync, and then we have the one for money. Okay, so I'm just going to use this, or just add this credit card or this money. So you say circle $, circle $. Okay, so we have now 3 items. If you check now, just like that. Let's go ahead and give them some gap. In fact, we could just give them some margin bottom of 3. Let's see, margin bottom of 3. Okay, that's look fantastic. Okay, so you can see now how it looks in this. Maybe we just give them the icon, some background in this. Let me see, in light mode, if I give them a background, the icons, anyways, I think the icon simply just change the color to black. So this I'm just going to say dark. Then in the text slate, $900. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to work in the light mode. Just do this. Okay, so just now we have this. Okay, so now here we're just going to add also this thing here. We can also just go ahead and we add it here. Okay, something like that. And this is a GIF, so you can just go ahead and save this image. So we'll be able to create our own GIFs in the future, and I will show you how to create a GIF using Canva. So I'm just going to say maybe add. So I'm just going to get this image and then so that we can use it. And you might just feel my voice is not quite right. I'm having some flu. Okay, I'm having some flu. Even this video, just because I'd taken 2 days, I was not feeling well, so I decided to first take a break of like 2 days. Okay, but I'm just back, and I'm also guys working on the course. So anytime, any day, I'm just releasing the link to those ones who are in the group. I also make an announcement on YouTube. Yeah, but anytime the course is landing. Okay, just go to this fabric, right click, reveal, and just open this fabric just like so. Okay, so just go ahead and just going to add it down here. So after all these here, we could just go ahead and also give this one also margin bottom about maybe 6, and let me just go ahead and add the image down here. So you have the image from Next Image. It has source, Okay, it has source port. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and import it on top here. Okay, so just like that. Let me hope that is the name. ADV. Okay, so just to bring it down here. Okay, just going to give it a class name of width is full. Maybe just say here advert. Let's just see how it looks like. Okay, so it is there. Nice. Okay, so just work on these categories. I think the image looks too big, so just go to this first one where we have the categories here. I just need to go and work on this image and just give it here maybe about 8. Maybe 10. Yeah, I think 10 is okay. Okay, so this quite looks right. Okay, this one you can also give it rounded corners. Okay, okay, so now we have these things looking nice, I guess, at this point. So in the light mode, let's just see, not bad. Let's just try to work on other stuff. Okay, let's just work on the down one. Now for the responsive, we could just write here some simple responsive. For instance, this whole thing on this one will disappear. Okay, so we just say hidden, and then maybe on SM say block. Okay, then this other one, the carousel, so this one is going to be SM, and then animal circumference is going to be called span, full on small screen. Okay, now for this one we might just like change it. For now just say hidden. We might just like have to change it, the categories. What does it start by? It says here. Okay, so you might just like start when it is like hidden, and then here we have SM. Okay, so now on the smaller screen, some of these things will just disappear, and then we just rearrange. Okay, and why the responsive is not working or what? Okay, so you can see now on the responsive we have this covering like that, and let's say we give it some padding. So this, we're just going to give it some padding. I just say padding 8. Okay, and then maybe on LG px0 okay, yeah, so that's nice. And we could just give this actually to the way just like this. We could just cut this and let's take it onto the layout. Okay, it would still work, and this time it works on all of them, so that's great. Yeah, so far we just need to have this, then we'll have the categories and then other things down. They are saying here we are missing image source. I don't know this is from which image. Let's first check the image. Where we have used the image, I think maybe in the carousel. Yeah, so in this carousel we have to give alt image to the image. I'm just going to say alt text, just add it to all of them. Just like that. Okay, so now we'll not have this error. Is there any other error? Okay, that's great. I just refresh. Okay, so that's great. Let's just go ahead and now, okay, so you have to bring in this other one. We gave it here hidden. but then we have to give it the block. So just supposed to bring it back. Okay. And just wait and see. Okay, so we just have it. Okay, so far the e-commerce is taking some shape. They just have the categories down here, so you could just have the categories in this format. We're just going to have our categories. We have this format, and you can see there is also this format that Jumia is using here. I think this one we just use it for the markets. Okay, for the categories, let's just stay with. Okay, these ones are going to be markets. I think we could just take this approach here. Let me see. We could just have this approach whereby we have the that. Okay, instead of having them rounded, we could just also have them just like that. Okay, first of all, I'm just going to give them some background the way this one does, and maybe also some title. Let's see. Down here, I'm just going to add another section. So just go to this front end and let's just say a new file. I'm just going to say market list. This one is going to be for market list .jsx, and then you say our RFC. Okay, so of course in this we're supposed to fetch the markets. So I'm just going to do a, first of all, we just want to install a carousel. So here we'll have market list. I'm just going to get this component and bring it to the page. So down here after the hero section, we can just have the market list. Okay, you should have the market list added here somewhere. Is there any text in the market list? Let me see. And just give I just see. Okay, so we have the text here. I'm just going to go ahead and try to add this slider. So you can see we have this slider here. So down here we're just going to have the market slider. I'm just going to create another component call it the markets, maybe carousel, RFC. Just go and add H2 carousel here. Just go and add this in the market list here. Just like that. So there are a lot of sliders we can use at this point. Okay. I think there is one which is called multi. There is one which is React. I think it is called multiple something. Let's say React multiple carousel or something. It is the one I had used it in the previous project. I can check here on my GitHub. You can see it here. React multi carousel, something like that. It has all this. So let me just be installing it as I'm looking for. So just going to go here. Just like that. Add a new terminal. And then I'm just going to simply add here npm install react multiple carousel, this multi carousel. Meanwhile, let me just head to GitHub. The usage is down here, I guess. Okay, you can see the usage is also not very hard. They give you the common usage and they give you all this. Okay, they also show you how to customize the arrows. Okay, you see you can pass in the component, which we're just going to look at in a second. Okay, you just use it the way they say here. So I'm just going to copy these two. Okay, it is still installing. I'm just going to go to this carousel, markets carousel, and then top here I'm just going to import these two lines. Okay, and then down here we have to copy this responsive stuff. There is this responsive object, just copy it here, and then let's go back and let's get this, the carousel itself. Okay, and it has finished installing, so we can uncomment these ones. Okay, and down here where we have the return, I'm just going to return this. Let me just move this one down. So hoping you are seeing here, so you have swipeable for, so these ones you can just like remove them or put them, it's up to you. The only thing I just want to see now if it is showing up. We have an error here. Expected the syntax, so we have a small problem somewhere. Just remove these here, and everything should be now okay. Okay, let's just wait and see. Let me just refresh. Meanwhile, we're just going to look at these all these properties in a second. I just want it to first show up here. Object prototype may only be owner. Why are we having this problem? Okay, just first make this one use client. Sometimes it can just be because of that. Okay. Let's just wait and see. Just wait and see. It is taking some time. Okay, so we have autoplay this. Okay, just go and here they are trying to say autoplay. They're saying if the props.device type is equal, so I think they just don't want on the mobile. We could set this, but simply just say autoplay. We say it's true. We just here we say it's true, just like that. Just also look here. Even this one, device type. We could just even remove this property. Okay, so we might just go and create this. I don't know if it's supposed to be a state, but for now let's just see if it can work. Okay, scroll down here. So we have the items here, we have the arrows, and it seems that they are changing. Okay, so to see them very well, let me first put it back to the light mode. Dark mode. Okay, let me just go ahead and create the item here. So inside here, we're just going to create an item just like this. Okay, where we have an image, then down we have this. So I'm just going to create here in this div. Let me just give this a class name. So inside we're going to have an image. Okay, we're going to have an image from next image, just like that. So you have the source, and here we just say, for instance, slash. Let's look in the public folder. We can use this image of vegetables. We're just going to go ahead and say vegetables.png. We can give the alt. We can just go ahead and give the width. So we can just go ahead and find out here the width. And 5, so it's a square. So width is 556, and height also 556. Okay, and we can just give it a class name, or maybe width is full. Then down here we just have h2 of vegetables. First of all, this one, just going to make it rounded. Okay, and then this one, just the class name, we could just give it a bg. Okay, and remember this one's supposed to be also a link, supposed to be clickable. So just add this one as a link. Let's add href. Let's look at it. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Let me just duplicate this to all of them. Okay, let's see now how it looks like. Okay, so the items on the big screen want to, so you can just come here on responsive. On the big screen items, we want them to be, let's see, just want them to be about maybe 5. Just going to make them 5. Tablet, let them make them maybe 3, and then on the tablet just make them 2. let's just see here. And since there are 5, let's just also duplicate one more time. Or we could just also have an array here instead of just create an array here. Const slides is going to be equal to an array, and here we can just add as many as possible, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like that, 7. So just go ahead and map through this. Okay, just going to remove all others, and then I'm just going to map through instead. So just remove all this. I'm just going to go ahead here and just do a map. So I'm just going to say slides dot map, and then inside you're just going to have a slide. With its index, and then let's return returning this. Just add here the key to be index, just like that. Now this I just see now what we have. The PC is freezing. I don't know where these 3 items comes from. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could even have 6. So here let me just add more, and then this one I'm just going to make it 6. Now we should just add some gap. So there is where we have, should have something like a gap. Okay, so on this I just add some margin right, maybe just like that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just need them to be 6. Let's refresh. Okay, so there are 2, 3, 4, 5. So right now there are 6, but the gap, okay, let's first see. First of all, its container, you can give it a white. So this one, something like BG slate 50 rounded, dot padding, let's just do padding like of 4. Okay, now let's go back to this here. Now we just need to, I saw there must be here a style, items class, carousel item padding. I don't know if this one here, I just say px px of 4. So we have here the carousel which is white. Okay, so it has worked. So this one itself, I'm just going to make it also rounded. Okay. Just give here also like border. Okay. Let me also give a budget. See, let's say like BG 400. I just want to see how this is structured so that we can just try to modify it. So the image is the same, that's why we cannot see the difference. We could just simply, okay, so right now we just need to design it to look much better. Let's look at this. So the images here, they have their own background. Okay, let me just try an image which has a background. Let me just use this image of this cow. It is too huge. Let's just get some actually from here. Save image. I'm just saving the image so that we can just use it. I just see this image. Go to the, and the way they have their images having the categories, that is crazy. Okay, you're not going to do that. I'm just going to have any image that is having a background. Let me just go to any of these, maybe. Or this one, let's just see. Even this one, they seem not to be having the backgrounds. Okay, so these ones have the backgrounds. Okay, let me just get like this image here. Okay, let's say tomato. Okay, just come here, copy this, and let's take it to this. So okay, so now we have it in a folder. Let's just come and use it here. I'm just going to use a tomato.webp, just like that. Can just first confirm. Can see it here, .webp. So I'm just going to put it here, and we see what we have here, so that we can style it accordingly. Okay, yeah, so you can see if it has a background, it somehow looks nice. Now if we take this approach, these they don't have, actually they also look nice. They don't have to be in a background. So let me just remove this. I'm just going to say give it text center only. Text center. And now since we are on white, first of all, let me just give it, can just simply give it like a margin top of 2, and then this color, let's just make it 800, and let me remove this border. Okay, yeah, so this looks nice. Okay, this looks nice. You can see it is moving, only the image is the same. Now I don't know if this heading should be inside or should be outside to be uniform. I don't know how it should just look like. I think we should just put inside this heading here. So let me just go back to this, and you just get this H2, and let's get inside here. First of all, let's give it a padding. So I'm just going to say padding Y of maybe 2, and we just also give it a text center, and we could just say here shop by market, shop by market, and we could just also just give it maybe a text to Excel. Let's see how it looks like, and let's give it text slate of 900, and maybe in the dark we could just say text slate 50. is this? I think this should be just the light mode. Okay, so in the dark mode, this should be the whole of it dark. So like this BG slate, this is in light, and in the dark, just give it BG. Let's try like 900. And in the dark, okay, let's see that. So we just refresh. Okay, so this is the dark mode, and let's just first these ones text slate, and then they should just like in the dark just say text slate, maybe 200. Don't know if this looks nice. Yeah, let's just go with that. Okay, and let's give a padding bottom here. Let's go to this heading, give it a margin bottom of 4. Okay, so far this looks great. Okay, this looks great. We could just work with this for now, and we move on to other parts. Okay, so just going to move on to other parts. Okay, so far this is what we have. Okay, so yeah, I like this. Now let's move on. So after that, we have now these cards. I'm just going to go back to this. So after like this, now we just go to where we have these cards, and they're also using the same slider. So I'm just going to go, for instance, so you can see here we have sort of like each category here. Okay, so you can see it is each category. So I'm just going to go here and I create also a category list. So here I'm just going to see category list. .jsx. So it will sort of have RFC, so if you look at it, it has this heading. So we have, like, for instance, this exactly the one we used onto this, the way this one is. So I'm just going to go and copy that. It was on the hero. where we have the category. So we have this just here, just like this. And just give this one a class name. Then inside we have this h2, category list. So now here, before we put this h2, I'll just have also, actually I'm also going to make this one a div, because if you just see it here, it has this text here, and then it has this button on the other side. So you could just have this one, just going to make it a flex. We're just going to make this one a flex. Justify between items center, just like that. So here we can now put this as h2, and then we can also have a button which is going to be a link instead, taking to the category page. So just going to be a next link which says see all. So just put your href. Okay, and let's give it some class name bg. So I'm circumstances, give it bg lime like 900, text slate 50, and just give it rounded. I'm just going to give it rounded MD, PX of 4 and PY of 2. Let's see it. Let's first bring this one. Let's bring in this category component to the page. So go back to the page. Where is the page? In this here, under the market list, let's just add this category list. Okay, and just refresh. Okay, it has come here. Okay, so you can see we have this, and then we have this button on this side. Okay, so on hover, let me just go and see where is it, categories. So just say hover bg lime 800, duration 300, transition all, okay. So now if you check it, and just hover here, you can see nice hover. Now just go ahead and add this carousel component. So I'm just going ahead and add here on top and say the carousel category carousel. So let me first create it here, category carousel .jsx. I'm just going to copy this hero carousel, not hero carousel, but the market carousel. Just copy everything in this and let's put it in the category carousel. So just here, come and say category. Now we have exactly the same thing. Let me just first connect it. Just go to the category list and let's go down here. We could also have a background. Let's just say, for instance, BG white. Padding, let's just say padding of 4. Let me just add this. Let me refresh. Okay. First of all, just a second. Now this is supposed to be outside here. Make sure it is not in the same with these ones in the header. Let's refresh one more time. I don't know why is this one here. Why is it there? Because we have this. I don't know why this is not showing up. Let me add some text here. Let's just go and see. Okay, so it is here. Okay, so we have this right now. Now on this we could just add something like let's just go to category carousel. So the BG, we have to change the BG. So go to this BG. So in the dark, BG has to be slate, maybe 700. Okay, at least something like that. So here I'm just going to change the setting, shop by category. So and put, for instance, here you could put like vegetables. Okay. Yeah, so something like that. So you can see we already have this working. Okay, now these ones will be products, of course. We could just go ahead and now, of course, if we wanted many of these, just go back to the page and you can just have as many categories. So we could just have a map of category here. So you see that now we have maybe so many of them down. Okay, so we need to add some spacing on this category. So you could just come here and we put a category in a padding Y of 16. Let's see now. Okay. Yep, so this is nice. Now if the space is matched, let's first look at this one. Yeah, I guess the space is matched there. So just try maybe 8. Just try 8. Okay, I think 8 is okay. Okay, so that's great. Okay, so these they will have different colors. So we just create a component which takes in like the colors, different colors, and it takes in that. We're just going to work that when we start like adding dynamically this, so that they don't look the same. They will have different stuff. Okay, so just move the last section where we have these the blogs. So you can see the blogs, they also have the same architecture here, where there is this where you can read more and then you can talk to the consultant. So we have this community forum. So just going to do the same thing. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to the components and create another one, community blog list. We just say here a new, just say community listing, community list, community trainings. We just call them trainings or whatever. Let's call them community trainings. Excuse me. So you say here RFC. And then let's give you a class name. Now this one is just going to have the trainings, which is basically the same thing on the category list. So you could just copy this whole entire thing and then just add it here. Just change this to community trainings. Okay, so here is going to be, let's see, let me community. Okay, now of course we have CR, and then you're just going to have the trainings list. So I'm just going to have training carousel. So I'm just going to say trading carousel, .esx, just like that. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and copy the exact same thing in this, more especially from the not category, just from this, I think it's category carousel. Let me see. Okay, just let's copy this. Let's first change the heading to trainings, training carousel. Okay, so now it will also have the image. Okay, but it has a heading and then it has a description and then it has some buttons. Okay, so down here I'm just going to have a p tag with rodem, a flex for the buttons, now we could just have the button, but this whole thing is not, maybe the image, we could just make the image a link, but then this whole card is not, because of read more and talk to the consultant. Okay, so this, I'm just going to change this to a div instead. Remove this href. Now the link, let's put inside this, like this image is going to become the, is going to be in the link. Let's give it href, just like that. And then down we have this heading, then we have these buttons. So inside here we have the read more, which is exactly just like this. the link that we have here in the heading. They just have here training carousel. They just copy this. I'm just going to copy this link. Go back to the training carousel. Inside here, let's have this, and change this to read more. Then I'll just have another link this side, which says that link. So this one is just going to be talk to the consultant. Okay, then href. Okay, I'm just going to have this one to have justify between. Just like that. Let's also have items center. Let's see now what we have. I'll just refresh. So the first three are for that. We're just missing one, which is supposed to be the limit comment. I don't know if I've added it to the page. Just confirm onto the page. We haven't, so just here, just come and say community trainings. So just going to say here community trainings, just like that. It should now be added. I just wait and see. Okay, so just have it down here. First of all, for it, there are only 3, so just go ahead and make them 3. So training carousel, just going to go 3 here, so we need 3. So here you just can make it 2, and finally here just make it 1. Okay, and even here slide is to slide, you can just make here 1 1 1, so just like that. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, so we just have them here, just like that. We just add some styles. First of all, we just need to to have some padding. Let me just give this text. So give this a class name. Let's give it a padding of 4, and then even this. So we'll just give even this here, px of 4, images of py2, so that we have some spacings. Okay, now this text is merged. We'll just clamp it. This one I think is line clamp, and just clamp it at 3. Let's see. Yep, so that just looks good so far. The community looks to be done. Just make this one maybe text to Excel. I don't know if that is necessary to just increase on this title, just like that. Then that background is not necessary also. So is that background of it red, this one is not necessary. Okay, so the card itself, we have to give it a color, I guess. Let's say BG slate. Let's give it 900, just like too dark. It will compete with the other background. Let me see. Okay, so we have that. Although the image here is not fitting, let's add another image. Let's just add another image. So we have this we have the banners. Let's just choose one of the banners. Let's just say banners, and then like 1.png. Let's see how that one looks like. Okay, yeah, that looks great. So let me just also make this rounded, so you can see it is rounded. What is missing is overflow. Just see overflow hidden, so that it rounds also the image. Yeah, so just nice like that. Let's give this text color. Let's say text slate maybe 100, and in the dark mode text slate 100. This will just make it 800. Okay, and then this button of talk to the consultant, we also have to give it the same color. Give this one a class name. Okay, let's give this one a this heading, instead of to Excel, let's just give it some Excel, and then imagine Y instead of 2, so that is just like top and bottom. And I feel like it is too much white, so could just like say this one to 300. Okay, and let's also give it a margin bottom of 2. Okay, great. Yep, so we have our blog also here done. Okay, so we have the blog section. I don't know if we need to add anything to this blog. Okay, but right now it looks like it is ready to go. Let's put in light mode and checks through. Okay, so this one has changed the background in the light mode. This one has to be in the dark, otherwise they just give it bg select 100. Okay, so yeah, so far looking great. Okay, can read more, can click on the image to go on the detailed page. Yeah, so far we're just remaining the footer, so just create a footer and just also go back to the dark mode, and then here the footer. So for the footer we could just use, let me just first go to Flowbyte React and see if we can just get like a footer. Just see Flowbyte, and you just like go to Flowbyte. I don't think the footer needs any JavaScript, and then you could just come here and you see footer, and we have here 7 footer sections here. Could have that, then we have this. Okay, just like first go to this, maybe just say footer here and see. There is these footers, social media. I think we just need one with sitemap, this one, which has a lot of links. And anyways, we have this I had created. Let me see. Yeah, so just we have to create something like this. Let me just look at this one. Okay, so this one also has these links. This one of sitemap. Let's just see how this one looks like. Yeah, it has this, then it has this, then it has this. So basically it's almost the same with this one. Okay, and it just has like some other things. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this. I'm just going to go ahead and create a footer. So front end, just go ahead and create footer. Okay, dot jsx rfc okay, and then on this return, just simply paste this. Okay, so just like that. First of all, just change this class and replace it with class name. So Ctrl F. Okay, I'm just going to do Ctrl F. The PC is freezing. Let's do Ctrl H. So replace it with class name, just like that. Okay, now we have our footer. I'm just going to link this footer in the layout. So just go to the layout, down here, let's add the footer. Okay, just like that. Now you can just go ahead and check if we have the footer. Just wait and see the footer. Okay, so you have the footer coming in here. Okay, yep. So that's great. We could just give it a bg. Just go to the footer and we change its bg the way you see here. In this one, it has this color. I don't know if it is green. Okay, just go to cross some of these things here. Okay, just go to the footer, and here on the dark, just say bg, could just say lime. $700, and we see how that one looks like. Okay, yeah, about 900. Okay, we'll have to work on the footer. Now there are some other options we could just look at. There is this like it's not a library, but it's just like also for components. You can just go and check on it. It is called landingfolio.com, and then you can just come here to the components. So it has a lot of components if you browse the components. Okay, and let's just look at like the footer. Now some of them are paid, but we'll be using this when we are building some components. We'll be using the design. We might just not like copy what they have, but at least we can get the design. We design it by ourselves, but we can look at what they have. Now there is a footer here. Now some are free. Okay, when you see them having this a free tag, I guess they are free, and I think we could just like use and we see how this one works. For instance, if I say preview component, okay, this one, yeah, looks nice. Okay, let's just say code, and here just say React. So they give us the one with React. Okay, so this is the code. Let me just try to see if I can just copy the code and just come here to a footer. Let's see. So it is a whole full component. So that means it will just simply replace this. Just want to see this, how this one works. So just instead of the component name, so they have here on top here, this where we have component name, simply just name it as footer. Here, Control D, just say footer. Okay, as simple as that. We're going to replace those SVGs, but let's go back and see website how it looks like. They're saying use state, so they're using use state. They just go ahead and make this one use client. So wherever you have a state, use state. I don't know if it is really necessary to use state right now. Like in this component, they just remove use state. I don't think they're using it anywhere. Even the whole of React, there is no way I'm seeing they have used use state, so just remove it. Just wait and see. My machine has frozen. Just wait and see. Okay. Okay, so this is the footer. Okay, I like the how it fits in. This is great. Okay, so we could just go where there is this logo. We put just our own logo here. So you could just come here and replace this with slash. So we have our logo here in, I think we just named it as Lemmy logo. Just scroll to the public, it is here. .webp, just like that, and then here we'll be putting the description and all those kind of things. Okay. Yep. So this looks great. I love this. So far we have the structure of the landing page. Okay, so what is remaining right now is adding in the connecting it with the actual data from the backend, and then we start working on the detailed pages, and yeah, we are moving on so well. So thank you for watching this episode. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, and if you want the code to the to this app, you just find it in the description. I will leave the link to the source code and also to the waitlist if you want to sign up for the course. Thank you so much for watching this episode. See you in the next one.